lot of people want to start Amazon FBA, but they hesitate for one reason. They think it's too late. They think Amazon is saturated, or that you need a warehouse or thousands of dollars or some secret supplier. And I get it, because when I first started, I thought the same thing. I thought Amazon FBA was for people who already had money, business connections, or some crazy business background. But the truth is, Amazon FBA still works today for beginners for one reason. People are buying stuff on Amazon every single day, and Amazon doesn't care if you're a beginner. They care if you can put the right product in front of that demand. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why FBA still works, what model beginners should actually focus on, and what you should do in the next 7 days if you want to get your first sale. The reason most beginners think Amazon is too late is because they're looking at the wrong version of Amazon. They picture private label, importing from China, needing huge orders, designing packaging, paying for ads, basically building an entire brand from scratch. But that's not the only way to make money on Amazon, and honestly, it's not the fastest way for beginners. That oversaturated feeling usually comes from people who are trying to compete with million-dollar brands and they have a beginner budget, which is not a beginner strategy, that's a trap. The reason Amazon works for beginners is because you can start by selling products that already have demand, already have customers, and already have proven sales history. Your job isn't to create the demand, it's to step in front of it. Why Amazon still works. First, Amazon has insane traffic. People shop there every day and they don't need to be convinced to buy. They're already there looking. Second is you don't need to be a marketing genius. If you pick a product that already sells, the demand is already proven. Third, FBA removes the hardest part of business. You're not packaging orders all night, you're not worrying about customer messages all day, and you're not even worrying about shipping speeds. You send the inventory in and Amazon handles the fulfillment. That's why this works for beginners. It's one of the only business models where you can focus on one thing: getting the right inventory. So let me show you what I mean by demand. If I go onto Amazon.com right here and I look up something that I think will be selling fast, something like an advent calendar, you can see a ton of listings pop up right here, and the first thing I'm looking for is how fast it sells. You can see this little number under each listing and you can see how fast it sells. So this one's 200 times a month, 2,000 times a month, 900 times a month, 100 times a month. I'm looking at this one 8,000 times a month, because this one has the most demand. So when I click on this listing, you can literally see the proof of how fast this product sells. You can see again on the listing, it says 8,000 times sold in the past month. You can see there's a lot of competition here. There's 28 other sellers. And if you scroll all the way down to the product information at the bottom of the page, you can see the sell rank and you can see that this is number 5 in advent calendars. So the lower the number of the seller's rank, the quicker that product will be selling. So this is something that a lot of beginners don't understand at first, and you're not trying to convince someone to buy a random product. You're literally stepping into a marketplace where people are already buying every single day. By the way, if you're someone stuck in a 9-to-5 and you want a proven system to build a real Amazon business, click the first link in the description to learn more. Now here's where most people mess up. They hear Amazon business and they assume building a brand or trying to invent a product. But the fastest model for beginners is simple. It's online arbitrage. That means you source products from online retailers, places that you already trust, things like Walmart, Target, CVS, and you resell them on Amazon for a profit. You're basically acting like a professional buyer. You're using discounts, coupons, price drops, and simple math to create your margin. And this is why beginners win with it. You don't need connections, you don't need a factory, you don't need to run ads, you just need a repeatable system for finding and testing profitable products. So here's exactly what online arbitrage looks like in real time. I came across this fish feeder and I can see here, if I go to all buying options, people are selling it for $67. So if you want to source this product, you just come up to your Seller Amp extension and you click on it, and you come up to Google right here, search for product title on Google. Right away, it's gonna bring up this exact product on Google, so I can go here and check the product to see if it's profitable. So now that I'm on the brand website, I can see that the same product here is $34.99, and I can add as many as I want to my cart. So I could go ahead and jump back over to Amazon and enter in that price of $34.99 to see if we're profitable. And you can see right here on Seller Amp, we are making a $16 profit per unit. It's selling 50 times a month, and there is other competition, so you know it is a safe product to sell. If I'm not making at least $5 to $8 profit per unit, I'm just skipping it immediately. But this is why Amazon still works, because it's not about being early, it's about being accurate. Most beginners fail for predictable reasons. They overthink, they try to find the perfect product, or they go all in on one product and they get stuck. The real move is small test batches. Instead of spending your whole budget, you test 5 to 10 units. You prove it sells, you learn the process, and then you scale. That's how you build confidence while protecting your cash. So is Amazon FBA still worth it for beginners? Yes, if you stop trying to do the hardest version of it. Amazon still works because the demand is massive, the model is simple, and you can start with a repeatable system using products that already sell. The opportunity isn't gone, but the window closes for the people who keep waiting. So if you want to stop overthinking and you want someone to walk you through the system step by step, finding products, running the math, and getting your first sale, click the first link in the description to learn more about the mentorship. I'll see you in the next video.